Ladies and gentlemen, this is Piper Lewis. When Piper Lewis was 15 years old, she was sex trafficked. And a 37-year-old man that she was on trial for killing raped her. She killed her rapist. In America, they treat black men, women, and children any old kind of way up in these courts. And they'll bring down rulings that they know they would never in a million years bring down on a white woman if she was sex trafficked. They would never in a million years make her pay her rapists. But in America, they will order this young woman who's now 17 to pay the rapist's family. This is an outrage. And it just goes to show these courts in America should be obsolete. They're not serving the public well. It is fueled on racism. And it doesn't matter if it's a black judge on the bench, the black judge just goes along with whatever white judges do. So they're of no use to us, and they make sure they're of no use to the black community. And this is the way it's been for centuries. But I do have a lot to say about this. I'm going to show you a video from Fox 13.
Not once. We've never disputed that she was the instrument of his demise. But at the same time, the state has never disputed in any way, shape, or form that Miss Lewis was, in fact, the victim of human trafficking. Getting in the car, walking into the house, as much as I wish I hadn't, being in that lifestyle, you're not always thinking, I don't know, it's about survival.
You know, we have not been served well in the courts of America, and America don't seem to care. They're okay as long as everything's unbalanced, unequal, and and we're the ones always going down for everything. The bottom line is, I have never seen a court case where a white woman who was raped had to pay or give any kind of restitution to her attacker's family. And if we don't put these stories out in the new black media, they'll never be heard. This would be something they would just conveniently bury, because the women movements in America, which are meant for white women only, would just avoid this and act like it's not there. For too long, they have turned their backs on black women and gotten away with it. There's no consequences. But there should be a lot of consequences, because nobody is more loyal in this country than black women, especially when it comes down to certain issues. So if they can't be there for you when you are a victim, then what good are they? And if they're of no use to us, You shouldn't be paying them any money or supporting them by being out on the streets with them. Ladies and gentlemen, what happened to this young woman was a travesty. She is a runaway. She didn't really run away. She had an abusive adopted mother. So she was ultimately sleeping in the hallway at the apartment building that she lived in. And a 28-year-old man, and she was 15 at the time, was the one that human trafficked her. She was passed around and raped. The 37-year-old man, Zachary Brooks, is the one she killed. He raped her multiple times. And he had a knife on his nightstand. She picked up the knife and she killed the man that raped her. In America, if you are a woman in the black community, you'll go to jail for defending yourself. In America, black men, women, and children can go to jail for defending yourself. They believe you're not at liberty to do that. Whatever they want to do to you, you just let that happen, which is BS. Okay, that might be in their mind, but it sure as hell ain't in mine. So she was sentenced to juvenile detention. And, that's where she still is at this time. Shouldn't be in there at all. So the judge claimed that because of the way the laws are written in Iowa, she have to pay her perpetrator's family $150,000. And she was the victim of rape. I promise you, I don't care what the law says in Iowa, they would never in a million years do this to a white woman. They would ignore, because, this is what they do. Whenever the laws are not convenient, they ignore the laws. Just pay close attention. And when it's some petty garbage that has much to do about nothing, they go all hard and heavy with the law. They've been penciling in and penciling out the law the entire time. If one of them break the law, all of a sudden, we can ignore the law. But some black person that get caught with some teeny bit of weed, they're throwing the book at you. The courts in America are a clown show, for real. As far as I'm concerned, if this is how you're going to rule in these courtrooms across America, your courts should be abolished, especially if you're not going to rule in a way where the victim can feel vindicated, or they should not be punished at all because of the nature of the crime. But in America, they rule based on what you look like in front of the judge. And we know it don't make a difference if it's a black cop. A black cop will mistreat other black people. Black judges will do it. Black prosecutors will do it. It doesn't matter because, see, they're part of the system. And remember, they went to your schools and had to pass your exams to get to where they are. So, of course, they got that mindset to go against anybody that comes in there with melanin in their skin. And that's just what they do. This country is not ruled on laws, this country is ruled on racism. Your courts are no good if this is the ruling that you're going to give. Then your courts are obsolete. So, although she is underage, Piper Lewis is her name, and Piper allowed the Associated Press to put her name out there because of the nature of her sentence. But the prosecutor, the judge, and everybody involved in this case, you didn't help this young victim at all. All you did was put her in a courtroom and you victimized her all over again. And as far as the her rapist family, yeah, they're gonna take the money. Of course they're gonna take this money. They probably don't have much of nothing to begin with. So $150,000 and their son raped this woman and that's what they're gonna get. They're gonna get a little bag out of it. Yeah, they're gonna take it. America's not a country of morals. It has never been a country of morals. It's a country fueled on racism. And with racism, there is no morality. So, y'all, please tell me what you think about this story. And as far as the women movements and the Me Too's and all that, y'all can go straight to hell. Don't want to see you, don't want to hear from you, especially if you're not going to be any earthly good to Black women. Y'all can kick rocks. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.